All right, we'll get started. Let me see.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, are you ready to kayfabe?
Put the cream around to the top, oh yeah. I am the cream of the World Wrestling Federation.
Talk about your songs, talk about John 316. Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
I've been hanging out with Normandy with my main squeaky. I know 20,000 leagues under the sea, 40 nights and 40 days. I hung and bung on the Titanic and Hercules. This is where the power lies.
Fuck her broken. 46. How many W's we say rhymes? Son of Madison, son of Ty Forest, Foxlondon, Terrandon, Germandon. Fuck all of you. You know, poor people who don't like AEW.
That's all kayfabe.
Hey everyone, this is another episode of That's All Kayfabe. I'm here with the great Gabe. How you doing, Gabe?
I am fine. I'm tired, but I'm fine.
Yeah.
We were just discussing as the time of recording this. Well, actually, the night before it was the daylight savings,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Fucking Benjamin
was.
Franklin.
I know, man, fucking Thomas Jefferson bullshit. I blame Biden for some reason. It just
No,
feels
he's the right person. Yeah. No, it's good to blame the last administration. Something
yeah,
that's been going on forever.
as it should be. It's my God-given right. Damn it. But no, like I was discussing with you that like it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was playing some games. I was playing Tears of the Kingdom, and I felt like I didn't play for a long time, maybe like 40 minutes, and then I put my Switch down. I got my phone, and then it said 3:28 a.m. I was like, "There's no fucking way I was playing this game for that long." And then it occurred to me that it's daylight savings. I should actually force myself to go to bed right now. So I'm running on like 5 or 6 hours of sleep. But I took a caffeine pill. I got my waters, and I think I'm ready for today. Are you
Yeah.
affected by this time at all?
I think I went to sleep around midnight last night, so I didn't get to see the time change. I fell asleep because now they have the WCW official channel, like
Mhm.
WWE made an official WCW channel on YouTube. So I was falling asleep to like I think it was Super Brawl '94 or something, and that was pretty cool. It had a stunning Steve Austin
Hell
with his
yeah.
blonde hair and shit. And it was just it's pretty cool to have like I mean I know we already had it with the WWE network and then now with Peacock where we could watch any WCW bullshit,
Mhm.
but it's cool to have it on YouTube for some reason. Like I could just like okay put one on and just fall asleep to it because I have premium on there, so I don't have ads.
Oh man, you're lucky. I think WWE's YouTube channel is the fucking worst when it comes to ads because you get those like every 2 minutes and they're long
Dude.
ads, unskippable ads. Ads never used to bug me that much on YouTube, but now at this point, it's getting like out of hand.
No, there was a point where I didn't mind ads, and then like overnight at some point they just like started being because I remember I would watch it on my Xbox, so I would have to press A to skip the ad on the remote, and it would just like I would have to turn on my remote over and over again, or press A on my remote, and the battery would run super low because my
Mhm.
remote wouldn't be able to turn off. So I was like, man, fuck this! I just got premium. I just fucking shelled out the $17 or 13 it
Oh
was, and now it's like
man.
17 to
But I'm
get
thinking
premium.
like for no ads, I don't know if I want to spend another $18 on a subscription service that's like the bare minimum, you know?
Well, and then it comes with YouTube Music, so that like made it easier for me to pull the trigger on that because I didn't want to spend money on Spotify or fucking any of the other
Oof.
like subscription services. You know, YouTube Music's
Mhm.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I got Spotify. I'm the sucker that pays for Spotify Premium. I think I paid for the Duo for me and my wife.
That's
It's pretty
sweet.
cool. Like we can send playlists to each other, you know, romantic shit.
I always get the 3 month free bullshit, and I'm like, I want to get Spotify just to be cool,
Mhm.
but you know, just to get your Spotify Wrapped at the end of the year, and all it's gonna say is like Chili Peppers for me or something. So that's
But it's usually a mixture of like deathcore, hardcore, pop music, and new wave for me.
it's gonna be that poppy song that always plays when WWE's on.
Oh,
But that's
oh shit! I don't remember the name of the song. I know what
yeah,
it is.
you know which one I'm talking about, right? I swear every
Hmm.
time I watch a WWE now, it's that same poppy song. I hope she's fucking like
Banking.
swimming in fucking money from how often that song plays on a WWE program.
You've seen her persona, like her personality.
Yeah, yeah. I actually like her music. It's pretty cool.
Hmm.
But I remember hearing her first album. It was like poppy, like weird, like chip tune music. You know?
I just imagine her like, oh, look at this! I got another check from WWE. Oh no, I got another check from World Wrestling Entertainment.
Yeah,
Let's open it.
I
Oh,
got
look
another
at that! Another $100 million. Catch me on tour.
throw
Bye.
pile over here. You know, pile of checks. WWE.
A pile of checks in her fireplace to keep the house warm because she lives in a cottage for some reason.
A pile of checks next to her pile of bunny ears and bunny tails that she
Oh
gets when she
man!
buys a new chair. She gets a new
But
chair to sit on
hey,
every
hey,
time
hey,
she
hey!
sits down.
Let's calm down. Let's calm down. Okay, okay. But it's funny. Before we start, when you mentioned that Spotify Premium, like your yearly Wrapped, whatever, like year end review, I guess it tells you about all your music, like you listen to, the favorite songs, favorite artists, how many hours you listen to. But I don't know if you know this, but they have an AI podcast version of it to where when you click on it, it's like, oh, hey everyone, this is this person. And it's like a man and a woman talking. This is me and this is her, and we're here to talk about Gabriel's Spotify Wrapped. He's like, can you
Really?
believe he? Yeah, can you believe he listened to 16,000 minutes of music? They're like, wow, that's a lot of music. Like, man, you're a little hardcore kid, huh? He's like, man, you like Kublai Khan, you like Knock Loose, The Ghost Inside. And they're like, ooh, that's a good one. It's really weird.
That's
Like,
creepy. That's
it is
creepy.
kind of creepy. And then they tell you like the specific day where you listen to the most music. And it's like, you listen to 319 minutes of music on August 10th of this year. Like, oh, I wonder what it was. And like, I'm listening to with Giselle, my wife, and she's like, "Oh, that was my birthday." And remember, like, I had my music playing the whole time we were at the river,
Hmm.
and so she's like, what? That's so crazy. They're like, and then the AI thing. I wonder what you were doing that day. Like, maybe a cool time at the river. And I'm like, okay, that's fucking weird.
I miss the days when AI was like I love you so much, Philip J. Fry. Like you could tell, like when the audio would change, you know.
It's like, I will always love you, Philip J. Fry. Oh man, dude,
Uh,
AI is out of control. Now you can make videos of like Adam Cole fighting tapeworms. Like it's crazy, you know?
you could do videos of Dave Meltzer and or Vince Russo and Jim Cornette like hugging.
Oh, oh yeah, there was that picture, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like a picture, and then it shows them actually hugging.
Dude, the internet's scary, man. Please be careful. A PSA for people who've never been on the internet before, I guess. Just be
Yeah, yeah.
careful when you're on it, man. It's a terrible place.
Not everything's real. Not everything is what you hear, which we
Oh
will
man.
talk about today in wrestling.
So, yes, we'll talk about wrestling. I know there's a lot of wrestling that happened this week, a lot of wrestling that is coming up for sure. But this past week, did you catch up on any wrestling?
I did. I watched all the wrestling. I got some random notes to update you on here. Let me
Let's
see.
do
Let me
it.
get
Let's
to my
do it.
notes. So on Raw, Chad Gable got a box from some random Mexican that will help him defeat luchadors. I don't know if you saw memes of that, but
I
he
did. That's
just
kind of
yeah,
funny.
he just got a box and it's gonna supposedly help him defeat luchadors.
What do you think it's gonna be? I think it's gonna be a mask.
I don't know how that would help him defeat. It's like
Oh
it's gonna
man.
power him. Huh?
No, now we can record because you just
Oh,
reminded me because my brother Richard, shout out to Richard, he gave me back my Mr. America mask, but I don't know if I have it here in this room, but that's all right. It's like it's
I
gonna be
just don't
me.
know.
It's gonna
Huh?
be me showing up.
I don't know how like a box was gonna help that, but I thought that was pretty funny. I don't know. Again, you saw like memes and stuff of it.
'Cause it was like very like dim lidded, right? Like that whole promo, that
Yeah, yeah.
package.
It was like in an alley, like he was in like Mexico or something, and he went and like
Mhm.
met like an old kung fu master looking Mexican that like
Dude,
gave
hell
him the
yeah.
box.
I love how goofy that sounds, man. That shit sounds badass. If you put anything with Chad Gable, like best believe I'm behind it 100%.
Oh yeah, Chad Gable is fucking the next Kurt Angle. If you know Kurt Angle fucking still
Uh,
had his powers, his
I don't
perks.
know if you have it on your notes too, but CM Punk opened up Raw and he went on like this rant tangent talking about calling The Rock and John Cena bald frauds.
I think. Oh, I didn't put that because that's pretty normal. I would try to like recall like
Of these that
what
stood out.
yeah, that
Okay.
was like, oh, okay, but yeah, no, that promo was pretty fucking rowdy too.
Mm-hmm.
Of
Man,
but
dude.
CM Punk's always like shouting, doing promos like that, you know, and
It's
he
good
had it
though.
coming. He had it coming too with John Cena. Like I don't know, like he was the one saying, "Oh, I was gonna win." John Cena was like, before John Cena even turned heel, it
Mm-hmm.
was like we were rooting for John Cena to win. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, but for even a turn heel, like, just add more fuel to that fire. I just love a pissed off CM Punk, and then like with him and Rollins going at each other, especially through like commercial break, like that shit was kind of funny too.
And then I don't know. He's just always delivering like those fucking home run promos. You know, they've
Mm-hmm.
been on fire lately. Him and McIntyre and Seth Rollins and all those guys have been fucking on their game.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah,
Even
they should
Randy
have.
Orton. Randy Orton delivered a great promo on SmackDown.
Oh man, I didn't even get to see that, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it. But did
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
any more notes for Raw?
Oh, we have a new women's champ.
That
In
match
Io
was fucking
Sky.
badass.
Did you see it?
I saw I was able to like skim through, but I saw all the notes we're talking about is what I saw. I saw the package,
It
I saw the CM Punk stuff, and then I saw the women's match, the main event, which was
was
really
good.
good. It was
It was really
surprisingly
good.
well. Yes, man. How do you feel about Io Sky versus Bianca Belair?
I'm excited because it's different. Because we were so, I was so like, I could already kind of see how a Rhea Ripley Bianca Belair match would be. Like,
Mm-hmm.
not that it wouldn't be bad. It's just something I feel like we've already seen,
Mm-hmm.
or you can kind of plan out. But with Bianca and Io, it's so almost like random. Like I know it's not. We can kind of plan out how it'd be, but it's just so it just seems so different, and it's cool to put the belt on her. I thought it was kind of weird the way they did it with Rhea Ripley kind of be turning heel and being all, "Why are you on EOS?" Did you see that? Like how
Mm-hmm.
she was just mad at Bianca and she got distracted because of herself, and that
I
was
thought
kind
it.
of weird.
I thought the match was gonna get disqualified because
Hmm
Bianca pushed
hmm
her. I was like, "Oh, dude, don't start." And then Jessica Carr, the official,
Ref.
she was like, "Don't you dare! Like, we're in a championship match, whatever." And it's like that's kind of like a nice change in pace instead of just throwing the match out like right away.
hmm
Which honestly, I like Jessica Carr. She does a great job too. But yeah, man, new women's champion. I wanted this for Io Sky, man. I wanted her to win the Rumble, and I was sad that she did it. But then I felt a hand on my shoulder, and I looked, and it was God, and He told me, "Don't worry, my child. Greater things are soon to come." And I didn't know it was this past Monday that happened.
That's good. I'm heretic, so I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm heretic, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
But did you see that promo that Rhea Ripley did?
Oh, that was like after Raw, like
Hmm.
Yeah, it was actually pretty cool.
That
It
was
was
pretty good.
yeah, that it was like after Raw, Twitter exclusive or uh online exclusive, whatever.
Hmm.
That was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So maybe I don't want to say she sits out of Mania, but hopefully she just have different plans, or I don't know, because maybe they're not going to do a singles match between Io and Bianca Belair. Maybe they're going to do a triple threat with Rhea, which I felt like it makes sense. Maybe it kind of like to fuel, like, more motivation under Rhea Ripley instead of her being like, oh, like she's going to win all the time, you know?
Well, yeah, like she doesn't need a belt to be an attraction. She can fucking like do these events without a belt. They could even keep the Liv Morgan thing going on and not have the championship under that umbrella of shit that they're doing, you know?
Yeah, and there's a definitely a lot that's gonna happen, and I think I kind of like the surprise behind everything, where it's like you don't know what's gonna happen. My only little gripe about this is like I just hope there's not a bunch of like multi-men matches.
Mm-hmm.
That's my only thing, because I feel like we're gonna get Rollins, Punk, and Reigns. Excuse me, and then Rhea, Io, and Bianca.
Oh no, I hope it's not a triple threat. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, because we don't need, like you said, that many. I mean, yeah, you have night one, you have night two, but we especially for the belt, a triple threat for the belt, and then are those usually no DQ triple threats?
Yeah, they're no DQ.
It's just I don't know about that
I don't know. I don't mind the no DQ for triple threats.
for the belt though, like when the belt's on the line.
Well, to be honest, I think it's since it's just the norm, I'm just used to it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I
I just
mean,
worry about like Judgment Day coming out and fucking with Rhea, or I don't know.
mhm.
I just feel like I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm poor, so I don't understand.
I think I have that. Uh, where's that here? Hold on.
Please play it.
Wait. Yeah.
Poor people don't like AEW.
Hey, there you go, Uncle Dave.
Moving on to NXT. Cora Jade had a match with Jordan Grace, and
Oh man, I saw that.
she got ran in back first into the turnbuckle, and the ref held up the X, and the match got stopped.
Hmm.
It was weird because I was watching the match live,
Hmm.
and it had the picture in picture, and I was just on my phone like waiting for the picture in picture to stop, and the match was going on when the commercial went through, but then when the commercial stopped, they were like, "Oh, we're stopping the match," and I was like, What the fuck happened during the picture in picture?" So I had to rewind it and not zoom in, but actually pay attention to the picture in picture. And yeah, she people were saying that. Well, I saw the internet was saying that she got like uh that it was her knee or her back,
Hmm.
but she was saying on the internet after all that was coming out, she said that it was just she got like rocked, like
Hmm.
like her head or something, and
Yeah,
that
and
she was fine.
okay. That's good, man. Like, because I know she was out for a little bit with a knee injury,
Hmm.
and I know like her knee, knock on wood, it's not in the best condition. But that kind of did scare me too. It's like fuck, dude. Like especially around like Mania season, like for you to get injured like that, like that's scary. And then she was saying herself too. I think during the match, she's like, "My knee, it's fucked," or she said something along those lines, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why we were thinking it was the knee, and then she actually is scheduled to fight Masha Slamovich at TNA Sacrifice on the 14th.
Ooh, okay.
That's why I
On the
was worried too. On the
uh,
14th,
the 14th. When's the 14th? That's Friday.
on a Friday. Wow.
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
Uh,
Mhm.
at TNA at Sacrifice.
A sacrifice. Court Jade, the numbers don't lie. As a sacrifice. No, as it spells possession for you. A sacrifice.
You're fit.
Hey, you're fine. Hey, I can take 6 days out of the week.
uh, and then Moose versus Obafemi at NXT Roadblock for the NXT Championship.
Oh, man, that's gonna be good, man.
So that's
I just love Obafemi. Like that is a wrestler. That is a
Moose
wrestler.
is fucking big too. Like again, I had him confused with Jordan Grace's dude. I was like, is Moose the
Oh,
also is Moose the little like buff midget dude, you know?
Jonathan Gresham.
Yeah, yeah. I thought
Yeah,
that was Moose and that Jonathan Gresham was like his real name. But I was like, oh no, Moose. Whenever I saw them like face to face, I was like, no, Moose is a fucking big dude.
fucking when I saw Moose wrestle Nick Nemeth at Victory Road like last September, seeing Moose in real life, like he is a giant person. Like it's crazy how agile he moves. It's scary how agile he moves.
That's fucking that's great. No, they're gonna have at Roadblock also Hardy Boys versus Fraxium for the TNA belts. I know that sounds great, right? Stephanie Varquez and Julia belt versus belt,
Oh, man, dude, that sounds like a fucking great card.
and it's just a Tuesday. It's gonna be on a Tuesday show. They're just calling it Roadblock because it's
That's
in
criminal.
Madison Square Garden. I think that's why they're doing it like a big
Like
event.
the theater at Madison Square Garden. I think that's what they said.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I don't think it's gonna be the
the
whole
Garden
arena. Yeah, at the Garden.
at the Garden.
The Garden.
And Sean Spears is the new North American champ, beating Tony D'Angelo.
Do you like Sean Spears? Like genuine question.
Not really, not
Not
really.
really.
No, I don't like his look. He reminds me of Baron Corbin, and I don't really even like Baron Corbin, honestly.
Oh, really? I love Baron Corbin, man. He
I
seems
take
like
that
such a
back.
nice guy.
I like sad Corbin when that gimmick was going on. I really like that. That made me like want to root for him, you know?
I like sad Corbin, and I think I kind of liked Happy Corbin as well. Like I liked how stupid it was, dude. It shit was so funny. Oh, man.
What else? Oh, I watched WWE Evolve. Did you see anything about that?
No, I sure haven't. How is it? Did you like it?
It's just like what I imagine NXT was before NXT became like the better produced third show, you know, like this is like really indie. It started out with Shawn Michaels and it seemed like a reality show and they're like, "Oh, y'all are part of WWE Evolve." The whole like roster in the locker room and they
Mhm.
were all excited and some of them were like angry staring at each other like competition wise and shit and high-fiving and then it was just like an indie show like they had groups come out and do matches and it was so indie where it was like they were so rigid with their acting, I guess. They were like,
Mm.
"Hey guys, we're gonna swipe right and beat these guys." Like they were just very
Oh,
rigid
okay.
with it, and so it was
Very
very
green, I guess.
yeah, super green. And the standout shit I saw was like a black guy named Cappuccino Jones, and
Hell yeah, dude.
and he had moves like the decaffeinator and the espresso shot. Like that was like the standout shit to me was a guy named Cappuccino Jones. I think he just always had him drinking a cup of coffee.
Cappuccino Jones. Uh, for audio listeners, I'm writing these notes down so that way I can look up Cappuccino Jones.
That was the only highlight of it. SmackDown. I don't know. I apologize for all these notes.
No, we're a
Yeah.
wrestling podcast. It's supposed to
Yeah,
happen.
yeah. Naomi admitted to Bianca about purposely injuring Jade Cargill, and Jade came and beat the shit out of Naomi.
Oh, dude, they all deserve Oscars. Like, especially Naomi, because Bianca Belair for the Elimination Chamber, where she was like freaking out, and then Naomi for officially turning heel. Because man, dude, like all of that shit came from the fucking heart.
I mean, I don't know. Naomi heel. I could get behind a heel Naomi.
Yeah, me too. And
Yeah.
I could get behind Jade Cargill, and she could like elbow me in the face. I would
Jade,
apologize.
Did you see her outfit she was wearing at SmackDown?
Yes, sir, I did.
Dude, that blood splatter looking outfit. I was
It
like,
looked
man,
crazy.
it looked good. She looked fucking like it's giving me goosebumps now.
Just nah, I gotta stop. I don't want to catch on the fucking audio.
Besides that, Alba Fire returned and helped Chelsea Green beat Meechin in a street fight.
The street fight was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't bad. It was good, and I'm not a fan of Meechin, but Chelsea Green's pretty good heel. And then I don't know about Alba Fire. I don't remember her.
She's good. She can really sell her ass off. Like, but I mean, besides selling, she is a good performer. I just hope this leads to her being more utilized on TV. 'Cause I remember when it was her and Isla Dawn, like when they were the champions for a little bit, I felt like they were barely used, and that's criminal because they're both really good.
Hmm. And another big change. LA Knight won the belt back from Nakamura.
Man, that's wild. I mean, that's heartbreaking, but I guess I understand.
I'm pissed off because I was like, he just lost the belt to fucking Nakamura at whatever event 90 days ago or 60 days ago, whatever it was.
Survivor
And then
Series.
there you go. He just lost the belt. Why the fuck? Why are they flip flopping it like this? It pissed me off. Nakamura's fucking great, and he had red mist, and he red misted Little Nate.
Oh shit, Charles Robinson, man, what a beast!
That pissed me off. Lastly, on Collision, there are advertisements for the movie Queen of the Ring. I don't know if you've been seeing those advertisements.
Yes, I have.
But they say they mentioned the commentators. Tony Schiavone was like, "Go watch Queen of the Ring. They are having it has stars Tony Storm, and executive produced by Jim Ross, but it has Camille in it too." And they're not mentioning Camille, so I'm wondering like what's going on there.
Oh man, they mentioned Camille.
They didn't mention Camille. That
Oh,
like
you're mentioning her.
yeah. Well,
Oh,
they
okay.
they only said that it has Tony Storm in it, and then it's executive produced by Jim Ross, like from AEW.
Mm-hmm.
But it has Camille in it also. But why aren't they mentioning Camille? If
What the
Camille's
fuck?
still part of she's still part of AEW roster? You know.
I hope so, man. I mean, fuck, dude. That's terrible. That
Because that
sucks.
movie has also like Jim Cornette guest starring in it, and then it has Naomi in it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was at the. I was
Oh, with
hearing that.
the neck brace, right?
Yeah, she was at the
Mhm.
premiere with like a glittery neck brace, but which is pretty cool that she was fucking selling it there. But yeah, it has Naomi in it. I think when I saw a commercial for it with Chris Van Vliet, or Chris Van Vliet,
Mhm.
he had mentioned that it had Camille, Naomi, Tony Storm. So yeah, and then lastly here, well, to stay on that topic, I don't know about why they're not mentioning Camille. You know, if she's still on the roster or what.
I don't know either, man. I'm
Otherwise, what
honestly
a
not too
waste.
sure.
What a waste. That's what I'm saying. Is what a waste. Is Camille's great, you know.
She is.
And last but not least, there's a match going to go on. Well, we're going to talk about the card later on for Revolution, AEW Revolution. But they announced the match: Big Boom AJ, Mark Briscoe, and Orange Cassidy against Eminem, Mason Mansoor,
Mhm.
and Johnny TV.
Man, I forgot Johnny TV was still around. Is he in Ring of Honor? I think he's in Ring of Honor.
I think he's in Ring of Honor. Yeah.
Man, that's criminal, dude. Like, I love that guy so much, dude. He's so funny. You remember that clip of him doing the splits and they just pull him away?
Yeah.
Dude, that's one of the greatest things ever, man. That shit's so fucking funny.
No, he's good. He's good. And then I don't know. They I feel like I need to get the Ring of Honor subscription because it feels like they're doing good shit at Ring of Honor and give me something to watch on Thursdays because there's like no wrestling on Thursdays.
Is it on Thursdays?
I want to say it is because well, it could be a different day. I would probably watch it on Thursdays.
You know, I think Ring of Honor's on Saturdays.
Really?
You know what's on Thursdays? TNA. TNA is on Thursdays.
Maybe I need to get TNA then. I need to get something to fill the. I need to watch
I'm
NWA too.
You know what? I feel like I need to learn Chinese. That's what I think.
I know.
Let's see. When does Ring of Honor air? Ring of Honor airs every Thursday at 7/6 Central on Honor Club, which is available on watchroh.com.
Yeah, maybe I have to get Ring of Honor.
Maybe I gotta stop. I gotta stop.
Oh, so it is on Thursdays. It is on Thursdays.
Yes, it is on Thursdays. You
Okay,
are
yeah.
correct.
Okay. I was like, wait, did that? Whose question did that answer? I wasn't even thinking about it.
It's like, who are you? Who am I?
Who? Well.
Woo.
Perfect movie. But yeah, we'll move on to today's topics, which I mean, this is an old picture of John Cena turning heel. Now it's an old picture.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to talk about John Cena turning heel and how things are now with now the new revelation, and seems to be tearing a lot of people's hearts, especially from the demographic 18 to 30, I think, right?
I think it's like 18 to like 45.
What's really like 3 years old to 45 is like whose hearts are breaking. That
It's a
John Cena.
fucking affecting everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so funny. Quick story, like that night that this happened, I was watching it at my friend's house, right? And I was telling my wife Giselle about it, like, dude, I can't believe he did it. Like we explained last week, I was like, this is like our Hogan joining the NWO or like turning heel. Like this is fucking insane. And like I could have stopped mentioning it. And so after late at night, I asked her, "Hey, you hungry?" You're like, "Yeah, sure." So we stop at McDonald's, go through the drive-through. We place our order. They're like, "All right, thank you. Have a good evening." And then it shows like your order, and then it pops up like John Cena, the next one with nuggets. And I'm like, "Don't act like you just broke my fucking heart like not a few minutes ago, you bastard." And then, like I'm just like staring at it. Just I was like, "Baby, you okay?" I was like, "Man, dude, he fucking turned heel." And then she goes like this, like she rolls her
Come on,
eyes, and I was
come
like,
on.
"No." I was like, "First off, babe, this is where I gotta sit up." I was like, "You don't understand. Like this is a big thing for me." But I think for me, it was just more like the shock factor behind it. It's not like I'm upset because we talked about John Cena turning heel for 10+ years already, maybe
Hmm. Hmm.
longer, and like I'm just shocked because I'm surprised they actually went through with it. And that's what I'm telling you. Like, dude, like I can't believe they did it. They can't believe they did it. And it's so funny because a bunch of the coworkers I work with, they're like older men, right? Like kind of like conservative and shit. What I mean, it doesn't care what their politics are, but like we all talk wrestling, and so I tell like, dude, like this shit's crazy. Like, dude, I did finally like they went through with it. And then I tell them the same story that I'm telling you with my wife, and they're like, dude, she doesn't get it. She doesn't understand. I'm like, she doesn't.
It
Oh
took a
man.
whole new Trump administration to turn John Cena heel.
Like she's like, I could understand like how this is affecting you, but me, it's like, of course, like I'm gonna roll my eyes because I think it's just silly. I was like, no, dude, of course, like it's no ill will behind it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I was like fuck, like they actually fucking did it. But I know it's been a week, like so 8 days since it happened. Like, how do
Mhm.
you like? Are you still feeling like any effects by it, or you still think it's crazy?
I mean, it's starting to make sense because it was like, what was the other option? Turning Cody heel, and I think from what my buddy told me, it's not really like, well, from what I read, because I didn't really read anything, that Cody didn't want to turn heel, so they turned John Cena heel, and which makes
Yes.
sense, which makes sense because why would Cody want to turn heel? He just fucking became that baby face, finishing the story and all that would be too fast.
Hmm.
But I think it's a genius move because it's just like, well, what else were you gonna do? The soul thing. I don't think I need to go through the whole. I want your soul, or whatever the fuck.
She got friends on the other side. She got friends on the other side. And it's
No,
just like little puppets just dancing like this.
it was a weird way to get to where they got to, but they got to it, and I mean, it's proving to be a fucking um great thing, with all the eyeballs and everyone fucking tuning in and the memes and everything. So like it worked out, you know.
My only thing is what I hope they do is like if John Cena returns sometime between now and Mania, like don't announce it. Like let it be a big surprise to get a bigger reaction out of it. You
Mhm.
know, because I mean it's such a big thing. Let them come heel. They'll be like, oh, John Cena's gonna return on Friday, you know, to address like what he did, and then they play like some shitty heel version of a song, you know, mixed up, whatever. Um, it's I'm excited to see like where this goes. Me personally, it's like I kind of want it to build up. I mean, it's good the way they did it, but I feel like it probably would have hit more if they did the heel turn after Mania, or like
Mhm.
like there's
Mhm.
signs of him turning heel. You know, like the whole curb stomp to CM Punk, like he just goes for the STF right away.
Mhm.
Like to him saying like kind of heelish things, but like still being like, oh, like, but I'm like, you know, but I'm in the right though.
Yeah, like
And
the
then
press
for
conference.
and then so for to end up in their Mania match that John Cena does something heel in the match and then sides with The Rock turning heel there at WrestleMania. I feel like maybe that would have been big news too. Like that would have done. I mean, this already did big numbers.
No, and it'd be cool if he didn't already kind of set this like time limit on himself that he's only going to be going on through to the end of the year, and that's it. That's his farewell tour, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of on. I don't know if it's on him or on WWE, like setting this time limit of a great story. You know, we have him wanting to win another belt. Now we're supposed to like boo for him, but it's all like set in this time limit. Because I mean, I'd be fine with it with all this. It'd be great if he didn't say this was his last year and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, yeah. So it's like
that's where
there's
I
kind of like some stuff like plotted in there where it's like, oh, like this is probably gonna happen. Where
yeah
he's eventually gonna drop it. That's like the main assumption right now that he's eventually gonna drop it sometime this year.
the title.
Yes, like if he wins
Mhm.
it, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it seems like he's already champion.
And there's some news going around about the bump Travis Scott gave to Cody Rhodes. We can take a look back at that bump and see it and hear it. Actually, we can hear it.
Mm-hmm. God.
So a lot of people are reporting. Well, a lot of people. Dave Meltzer, and then they're just following that. Travis Scott reportedly injured Cody Rhodes during John Cena's heel turn at WWE Elimination Chamber. Quote, Cody got hurt. I'm pretty sure it was Travis Scott that did it. I heard he had a busted eardrum and a black eye. Pretty sure it was Travis Scott. Source Wrestling Observer Radio. What do you think about this? Do you see any validity to this?
I've seen a lot of people fucking pissed off about it.
Mm-hmm.
I know out of all people, Bully Ray or Bubba Ray, like he was the one who got the most fucking pissed off about it. He's like, "Oh, if you catch me in that ring, Travis Scott," like, "Oh boy."
Why I gotta? Mm.
um, it's kind of fucked up how you have a celebrity that comes in first off in such a big moment that happened in the history of the company, maybe ever. Like, and just to be like a background character where he doesn't really do anything. It's like Travis Scott was not needed for this whole segment whatsoever. And just for him, because I understand like the in the press conference, like The Rock did, that we kept on saying, oh, he should stop doing these because it's like kind of like breaking kayfabe, whatever.
Yeah, yeah, especially right after.
Yeah, that I believe in that same conference, he said that Travis Scott said he wanted to get a hit in, and then The Rock told him, "Hey, we're gonna get a hit and like make it look good," you know. And he's like, "Oh," and he got the shit out of him, and then like you know, like they're all laughing. I'm like, dude, that's fucking disrespectful toward the wrestlers. The
Mm-hmm.
For a celebrity to come in there like bitch slap them and then just to leave with no repercussions.
Yeah,
So, what I hope is that Travis Scott shows up at Mania and that Cody Rhodes gives him like a fucking unprotected chair shot to the fucking dome. But it's like that. That's just kind of, I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking different about it. What do you think about that situation?
I was thinking, do you remember when at the Travis Scott concert people got like trampled and killed?
Hmm.
And then when he apologized, he just had like a black and white video of himself, and he was just all, "Oh man, I'm sorry." I feel like he should put out another one of those.
It's just like, oh, Cody, I'm sorry.
Oh man, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to bruise black your eye and bruise it and pop your eardrum. But I wonder, like, what people think is worse: the people that died at Travis Scott's concert getting trampled because they couldn't keep the gates up, or this is worse.
You know, I could tell you, like, genuinely, this is worse.
This is worse. This is such a bigger community that it affects
Yeah, because
so badly.
this is real to me. I'm sorry. Like, man, dude, I feel like such a fucking piece of shit.
It's cool. It's all fucking it's all
It's all
gimmick.
kayfabe.
Yeah, it's all kayfabe.
That's all kayfabe.
But yeah, that's supposedly again from Wrestling Observer. What happened? There is a quote here from Conrad Thompson. Apparently, Conrad Thompson on checking on Cody Rhodes after Elimination Chamber says Cody has a huge black eye and that Cody claims Travis Scott didn't touch him. I checked on Cody and I was like, dude, I saw it, but a burst eardrum. Are you okay? Holy shit. He replied, didn't touch me. I got a wild bruise somehow, though, and sent me a picture. I said, well, damn, I'm glad you're okay. Mostly, he jokingly said, the horseman got me. I just thought it was funny that Cody even now is like, he didn't touch me. Now, of course, we know that's not the case. He's sporting a major black eye right now. I don't know if it's true or not that he burst his eardrum, but buddy, it is a brutal blow that we saw there. Yeah, that was a pretty bad hit.
Breaking news. Well, it's not even breaking. It's not like something crazy. But Travis Scott drops new official merchandise on his website in collaboration with WWE. I just sent it to you right now. If you want to click it on the screen, it's like brand new, brand spanking new. So the shirt, I'll describe it for those audio listeners only. It just says "Wrestling is real" in the front, and it has the old scratch WWE logo, and it says World Wrestling Entertainment in collaboration with Cactus Jack, and it has like the little Travis, like the Cactus Jack logo, like right underneath, and then on the, I'm assuming it's the back of the shirt. It's like the old school WWE scratch logo, and it's like a faded picture of John Cena with the belt, The Rock, and Travis Scott. And honestly, dude, I don't blame him. It's good for him.
Yeah, no, it's smart. And it actually looks like a good shirt. Like it's all faded and it doesn't look gang affiliated. I know it just looks like a good shirt.
It doesn't look shitty. It looks pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
It looks like an old school wrestling shirt almost.
I can guarantee you right now, I have a good friend of mine. Pretty sure he's going to be listening to this. Paul, I'm pretty sure you're going to be buying this shirt because he loves Travis Scott. I know that for a fact. And if you buy one, please buy me one. I wear a 2X, please.
Yes. Buy if you're going to not buy him one and buy me one, buy me a 2X. I give it to Gabe.
Yeah, we'll take 2Xs. One we'll raffle off, and we'll charge $10 a ticket.
I'll take a cheeseburger too.
Number 9 large, number 6 with extra dip.
Let's see. What is here? It is confirmed that Cody Rhodes has a black eye and/or bruise after what happened to Elimination Chamber. However, he does not have other injuries such as a ruptured eardrum that he's been talking about. Dave Meltzer lying again. So that's what this post is saying. So there's reports that he did get that bruise and black eye and all that, but no ruptured eardrum. I don't know where that's coming from. That's just something maybe made up, but we won't really know because Cody Rhodes isn't letting us know.
I feel like that's very professional on Cody's part, though. Like, trying to keep I guess like to prevent conflict. Be like, hey, it happens and everything. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. You could be like, oh, Cody's like professional for doing it, but then again, Travis Scott's like should be reprehended for his actions. You know?
But
Do-
then it was like he was the bad guy, Travis Scott. You know what I mean? Like, let's say even in storyline, it was the storyline that he ruptured the eardrum. That would be fine because they were the bad guys. You know, they were trying to get heat off the babyface.
Mhm.
We're only supposedly mad because there's reports that it happened when it shouldn't have. But even if there were reports that it did, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me because it's not like he was the good guy and he messed up. You know, he's obviously the bad guy. So we
Travis
should
Scott?
be, yeah.
I don't know if he was obviously the bad guy. The only reason why I'm confused about it is because just a few weeks ago, you had, or I'm sorry, just a couple months ago, you had Travis Scott coming out with Jey Uso, one of the
Mhm.
biggest baby faces on the roster right now, too. And then you don't see him until months later. And then now he's siding with The Rock and John Cena beating down Cody Rhodes. Like it doesn't make sense. I feel like he's just there to be there.
He sold his soul. It's The Rock buying up
It's
souls.
lit. Yeah. Straight up.
Is that like your what
That's
is it? Your Tourette's?
my Tourette's going off. Man, but I'm just glad Cody doesn't have a ruptured eardrum because I feel like that fucking sucks.
Oh
Like I never
yeah,
had a
that would,
ruptured eardrum ever.
dude. And then to like come out and be all whoa, and then all the pyro, like
And
that
then
would
the
fuck
other
your ear
eardrum
up
bust.
because it's taking double the sounds because your other
Yeah.
eardrum's not working.
Man, but I heard
Oh,
like messing with your eardrum, like it really fucks with your vertigo, like your imbalancing and everything.
mhm.
So it's like I can't
No,
imagine like how bad that is. Like especially, I mean, first I wouldn't want to get fucking punched in the face by anybody, you know,
no,
and just to
no.
like be there, like take it and like not like fight back, you know.
Hmm.
That's a totally different story, but I can understand like where people are getting off, like pissed off about this. I mean, I just said like you should be, you know,
Yeah. No, I get it. It's just funny because they are supposedly like the bad guys, so they're supposed to do stuff like this, but then it goes too far, and it's just like, oh, that's fucked up. Like there's that line in the sand, you know, where
mm-hmm.
it's like, oh man, he did a good job working him, and then oh, he fucked up. He actually hurt it.
Yeah, he fights like, oh, like it's bad, guys. It's real bad.
It's real, and then he really hits him. What are you doing? Why you hit him? It's not real.
Like,
Travis Scott's confused. He's like, I thought this was real. What's going on? I hit him
yeah.
for real.
From something that I read, I think I heard there was other people backstage that were really pissed off too that Travis Scott hit Cody Rhodes in the face.
That was like a real hit, though. I mean, even if
Mm-hmm.
he didn't, we saw and listened to it. Even if he didn't rupture his eardrum, that was kind of a asshole hit. Like he does the Tom scream.
Ah! Oh, ah! I gotta stop. Just also
I
sleep
can't
in the
do it.
other room.
You're just going Super Saiyan.
Yeah, like, but I'll do it quietly. It looks like I'm shitting my pants. For audio listeners only, I'm in the middle of shitting my pants.
Yeah. We're both in the middle of shitting our pants. What is something cool that's coming out of this? So Guinness World Records is recognizing John Cena as having.
Oh wow! Oh, you're cutting off a little bit. It's like a big old echo. Like, Nah, I don't hear anything. Yeah, no,
Oh,
you're
can you hear
still
me?
okay. Now I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, my
Sorry,
bad.
sorry, everybody. Technical difficulties. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, no, 1, 2, 3. I don't know
There
how
we
that works.
go. Let me hold on. Do.
No
You know, let me
problem.
pause this. And we're back. Sorry about technical difficulties and me having to go to the restroom. I know we were on the Guinness World Record. Now recognizes John Cena as having the longest WWE face run before turning heel per Guinness World Records. Whether seen as the heroic figure of the never give up mantra or a more complex figure wrestling with his place in the world. Cena's legacy as the longest-serving WWE face, combined with his ability to turn heel and continue captivating audiences, cements his place as one of the greatest in WWE history. His journey serves as a testament to the power of reinvention, and perhaps more than anything else, the lasting connection he has made with his fans.
That is fucking wild. 'Cause I think they gave the numbers for this world record. It was like over like 20 plus years. That
Really?
is, yeah, since 2004, like late 2004, 2005, early 2005, and all the way up until 2025. That's crazy. It's funny that you mentioned it because the fucking people are shitting on Dave Meltzer because he's like, oh, Bruno Sammartino never turned heel, and like they would quote his tweet and they're like, shut the fuck up.
Fucking Dave Meltzer, he's such a weird fucking man.
I don't know, dude, but this is a crazy, crazy record to have. Like, I mean, good for Cena. I didn't even know that the Guinness World Records was still a thing.
Well, it's better. This is better than like the dude that doesn't cut his nails or the person holding their arm up for the longest time, or that one I showed you of that dude just licking fans, stopping them with his tongue. Like,
yeah, it's like so obscure and shit. Oh my god. But congratulations to John Cena. You broke millions of hearts and you're breaking records while you're at it too, man.
speaking of hearts broken, here's
I'm laughing because I already know what you're talking about.
yeah, here's our Truth has updated his display on Twitter following John Cena's heel turn, where it says "Why John" on his profile picture, and then "Say It Ain't So John" on his Twitter banner.
Oh my god. I want to see if I can find his profile. Say it ain't so, John. And he's been posting pictures.
And then this one, he posted this. This is AI generated. He posted this.
Oh man. And he just posted this picture 22 hours ago. Was it you that showed me that someone had someone's like, oh, I can't believe this happened, like, man, fuck John Cena, and then he just replied to his own, let's not jump into conclusions.
Yeah. Let's not jump to conclusions. It could be someone else. It's like,
It could be someone else. Dude, this shit's so funny. What a treasure, man.
Yeah,
This shit's so great.
He's great. He's fucking doing it, man. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all the news with John. I mean, I'm sure there's other stuff coming out with John Cena turning heel, how it affects. I don't know. I wonder how it affects his merch and stuff like that, because they had all this merch. I imagine that's like, oh, last time in Canada, last time in France, last time, like.
Oh no, he's gonna be making. Either they're gonna stop selling his merch, or whatever's being sold right now is like selling out, like out the wazoo. Because I feel like there's gonna be people like, oh, this is gonna be the last merch. Like, we gotta buy it. We gotta scoop it up. Shit, I might scoop it up too.
No, I wondered that how it might affect his merch, but yeah, I guess it's gonna just not affect it. People are still gonna fucking buy his shit because he's John Cena, and it's the last time you might be able to buy his stuff.
Yeah, man, we'll see, dude. I'm probably gonna be a sucker, buy some of his merch.
This is AI generated.
This is AI generated.
Moving on, we have Pat McAfee apologizes on going off to Canada after they booed the United States national anthem during the Elimination Chamber this past weekend. Let's take a listen of what he has to say.
Listen, there's been some things said to me from Canadians that I guess I respect because of the passion that you have for your country, which I hope you understand that I was showing the same for mine. You booed my country. Now, I heard from a lot of Canadians during the national anthem, obviously, the Rogers Center, overwhelming boo. I mean, very loud boo. First reaction whenever national anthem starts up there was for some of these Canadians just to start booing. And I'm like, what? Okay. My entire life, my first reaction when somebody boos the national anthem is, fuck you.
Yeah.
That is mine. I'm very thankful that I am from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in the United States of America. I'm very proud that I am from the United States of America. And is everything perfect? Absolutely not. But my dad went from being a truck driver to a millionaire because he taught his son a work ethic and that anything is possible on this land here in the United States. Now, I know that we're not the only country that has that happen, but in my life, that is the case. I've also moved out here to Indiana and got a chance to meet a lot of military members. I've been to a lot of bases. I know Gold Star families. I know people that have been affected for fighting for our country that really see the national anthem as like hey, this is our shit. So anytime I think of the people of Canada, I think of Gumpy, I think of poutine, I think of the magical times that I had up in Niagara Falls as a teenager at the Wild Mushroom, the old casino, the new casino. Yeah, it's America. Well, I didn't say the Canadians are terrible. I said your country was. So you booed us. I said you're terrible. Let's shake hands. Let's move along.
There you go.
That's what I would like to say. And I still love Canadians. Okay. We got one in the building, literally hired right off of a ship painting job in the Northwest Canada, brought him in. His diction, his accent, the words he says, the way he says things, I think exemplifies what Canadians are as a whole, his attitude, his peace, everything like that. So I love Canadians, but my first reaction whenever you boo our country is, okay, let's fight. Yeah.
So, yeah, that
I'm
was
not
pretty much
racist. I have a friend that's black. I'm not
Dude,
racist. I have a friend that's black.
I remember I didn't see when they booed the national anthem. Like I started it like a minute or so many minutes late. But I know Pat McAfee was like going off. Like he's like, man, these Canadians disrespect, da da da, fucking. He was just like mad, and I was just like, dang, did they boo it that hard? But I mean, I get it with our new president and stuff, but yeah.
Was he still talking about it when the pay-per-view has started, the PLE?
Yeah, he was like mentioning it every now and then about them booing the national anthem. He was really pissed.
I have watched Wrestling with Regret this like a few days ago because he finally did a recent video talking about the Elimination Chamber, like reviewing it, rating it, whatever. And he gave this like a little like rant. I don't want to say rant because that sounds terrible, but like a little rant about how Pat McAfee was getting mad. He was like, man, like that's disrespectful. And his point of view behind it is that he feels like they should just stop doing like these national anthems in other countries, like just because it should be more like a unity of like fans getting together. If we're going to be doing national anthems of like specific countries in another country, like you're going to get this type of reaction. Yeah. Like he doesn't understand like why they do it here in Canada compared to them doing it in like Saudi Arabia. Like they're not going to do it over there in Saudi Arabia. I don't think they did it over there in Saudi Arabia.
No, I think they'd be stupid if they did.
They'd be killed if they did it in Saudi Arabia. Like legit, I feel like they did it in Canada just because like the ongoing tariffs and everything. I don't mean to talk political or anything like that, but just like everything that's happening in the current world situations, like between the United States, Canada, Mexico, and China, that they did that just to stir up like a little bit of controversy. And I feel like they knew they were going to get that type of reaction, which I get it. Like it gets people talking. I mean, look, me and you, like we're talking about it now, but it's like, I do agree to a sense. Maybe they should just stop doing this. It's like, like we hear it at like sporting events in other countries. It's like, it doesn't make sense that they did that. The U.S. national anthem over there in Canada. Because even when I saw that, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, that's super weird. And then when they decided to do the Canadian national anthem and like everyone started cheering and everything going all crazy, I thought that was the funniest fucking thing ever, dude. Like it's very lighthearted. I don't feel any offense to it or anything. But then again, I'm not very patriotic, I guess.
Yeah. Like I would just be like, what the fuck? They're booing it, but I wouldn't take it personal. Like me personally, as if like, yeah, you're booing my country, yeah, but I'm not gonna suddenly like start hating the shit out of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. I have family members like today that for some reason, are very patriotic, especially with like the political system now.
Hmm.
And it's like, man, we used to never care like years ago. Like, why is it now that all of a sudden you give a fuck about what happens in our current climate? Like,
Hmm.
I don't understand. So like with him going off Pat McAfee, it was just like kind of cringe. It's like I guess they do it at WrestleMania, but it's like if they do it in the UK eventually, like are
Hmm.
they going to sing the national anthem over there? I don't think they would. I don't think they should.
I mean, if they wanted a cheap, like pop, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, we'll get everyone riled up because we got the national anthem going, but not our national anthem.
What do you think about his apology?
I mean, it was fitting for him, you know, that
Hmm.
he apologized like this. I just think it's still in his character, you know, because he's kind of a firecracker, you know, to just be like this.
Yeah, and for him to like, I guess I understand where he's coming from, but it's like he already said what he said. Like, there's no running away from it at this point. I think it was just more easier for him to say like, "Hey, I said some stuff, y'all said some stuff back. Like, like let's make amends. Like, water under the bridge." And I feel like that's the more professional thing to do. But it's like I know a lot of people now that are still gonna like take that to heart, where it's like you already showed your true colors and everything, and he did, but it's just like whatever, it is what it is. It's like that's literally like the least, like not the worst thing that's ever happened, like in wrestling. So it's like, I guess.
Yeah, it is worse things that's happened. This could be way worse.
Hmm.
Let me
Yeah.
hold on. Okay, moving on to other news. What do we have here? Hello. Okay, I can hear myself. Ric
Yes.
Flair. Here's Ric Flair. It's been 25 years since I won my last 16th World Championship, according to the WWE. Blood, sweat, and tears. Harley Race, Bruiser Brody, Terry Funk, Dusty Rhodes, Bret Hart, Undertaker, Ricky Steamboat. The list is endless of world-class opponents, unparalleled. My 1984 schedule has actually been called impossible to perform. 60 and 90-minute matches. Let's get serious, John Cena. I love you and respect you, but you ain't taking nothing from Cody Rhodes. If I have to fight my way through security to hit the ring, I will. I'll take the day off of blood thinners. Let's fucking go. Let's do this.
Oh,
The
shut the fuck up, dude. Oh my god. Definition of a boomer.
he I don't know. He sounds like he wants to get back in the ring. Are we getting another retirement match from Ric
I know
Flair?
it's crazy because Richard texts me like 10 seconds after this tweet. He's like, "Hey, did you see Ric Flair's new tweet? He's coming back, dude. He's coming back. He's gonna get number 17, dude. He ain't gonna let it happen." And I'm just like, "Wow, Richie, that's great."
He texts you right when the hour was changing. Hey,
Mhm.
it's 3 a.m. now. Did you see Ric Flair? No. See his tweet?
I know. He's like, did you know that Ric Flair saw a shadow? So there's like 6 more weeks of his title reign." I'm like, Richard, how'd you get in my restroom? Please leave.
Oh, Richard. No, I mean that's Ric Flair. Yeah, Ric Flair's gonna Ric Flair, right? He's gonna fucking be salty or sour or whatever he tastes like now.
Just to whatever it tastes like.
Whatever he tastes like. I don't know.
Oh man, he like beef jerky, like just dried for multiple days, dehydrated.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, that's how literally how he had a heart attack in his retirement match. He was dehydrated, right?
He's like, oh, it's pretending to have a heart attack. It's like, no, Rick, you were actually having a heart attack.
Like really, for real. You were having a
Oh
heart attack.
man, poor guy.
Oh well. Next year on the news, let's see. Sonia Deville says Vince McMahon rented her a house and hired 24/7 bodyguards. Let's take a listen.
I'm talking to Vince because SummerSlam's coming up. And obviously he's like checking in on me. And he's like, are you okay? He's like, why don't you come to the venue? I want to say hi to you. I want to hug you. And I was like, okay. So we drove to the venue. We saw him. Hunter was there. Stephanie was there. And he was like, what do you need from me? And I was like, I don't know. He's like, well, are you going to be okay, like, staying back in your house? And I was like, no, I don't think I can go back there. I looked on my ADT cameras and there was reporters
Oh God.
all over my front doorstep. And I'm like, I can't do this. So I'm like, it's okay, I'll figure it out. And Vince is like, no, what do you want to do? Do you need a place to stay? And I'm like, well, I don't know. My dad's coming down tomorrow. I'll try to figure something out. He's like, all right, well, we'll get you a place to stay if you need a place to stay. And again, I don't know if I'm supposed to say it. I guess I could say whatever I want. It's my story. But Vince rented a house for me to stay in a different part of Florida. For my mom came down and stayed with me. Mandy stayed with me a little bit. Mandy's mom came and stayed, and hired 24/7 armed security.
Wow.
And I mean, like, these guys had guns on their hips.
For how long?
A month.
Wow.
A month. And that's where I went after there. And nobody knows that. But luckily, I got a call from Tampa Police Department a few days later or whatever, and he was granted no bail. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Whatever. He wasn't allowed to bail out. So then I was safe, but I didn't feel safe. And the next however many months was a whirlwind. I mean, I went and got my right to carry. I was finally moved myself into a high-rise apartment where I thought I'd feel most secure. But
you never stayed in that house again?
No.
Wow.
I rented it out and then ended up selling it a couple years later.
So this was in the situation to her stalker that she had, and she ended up not staying at that house anymore. And just so you heard, Vince McMahon hired 24/7 armed security for her for a month.
Man, armed security, dude. That's wild.
Hardcore. Yeah.
But man, this goes back to the whole conversation where I honestly believe that Vince McMahon is just a nice guy. Like, he could do no wrong. No, but in all seriousness, though, it just goes back to that whole conversation how, like, fans are just fucking terrible. It's not all fans. Like, don't get me wrong. But it's like that boundary between reality and like the wrestling world where it's like you can't be doing this shit. It's like this is their personal life, and then for them to have a stalker to enter into their house, like, that's fucking terrifying for her and Mandy Rose, for it to be happening like that, you know?
It's just so weird the mixed stories we hear from talent where, you know, there's some that say Vince McMahon was like the greatest person. He'd do anything for me, and I'd do anything for him. And then there's other people that are like, man, fuck Vince McMahon. He didn't want to do anything for me. He, you know, like, we're actually gonna hear next, but like, this one, Carmella speaks out about her contract ending, and this is a whole different story. I don't know if this has to do with Vince McMahon, but it still has to do with, like, the industry. Like, on one side, you have a woman that she's like, I loved working there. Everything was great. It was just, you know, our time to separate. And then here it's like, oh, I hated it there. They fired me. You know what? Let's listen to this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
It was Carmella.
Like, for so long, it's like, oh, Carmella. And it's like, no, I can now fully be Leah and, like, do what I want to do. And I don't know what that is.
So you have been out of WWE for almost 2 years.
Yes.
But not by choice.
No.
So let's talk about it.
That's the whole point, to get people talking and to be, like, bold in your face. Let's talk about it. Let's have the conversations that, you know, women aren't having. Is it because I'm a woman? Is it because I had a baby? And it just feels like a shitty way to end a 12-year career with the company, like, that this is how it ended.
But also to be treated like a human being and a woman, and someone who's dedicated 12 years of your life to this company.
He still has a job. We had a kid and he has a job, but I don't. I mean, I guess fast forward until a few weeks ago, and then I got a call saying that my contract was up in 10 days.
Everyone just ghosted,
completely ghosted.
Everybody's getting sued if it was me.
What if this is the end of my career? Like, what am I doing with my life? What do I have to offer? Why wasn't I given an opportunity somewhere else?
Does it feel bittersweet, though, that all of your people are still there?
I feel like I'm being punished because I had a baby.
And men don't really have to think about it because they're men. They could change their mind.
Why would you want to be somewhere that doesn't want you? I wish more for women in general and moms, and especially athletes. I feel like you shouldn't have to choose one. Like, why can't you have both?
So there's a different opinion.
I mean, So I sent this. I remember sending this to you. Like all the stuff I usually watch before I send it to you, but for some reason, this one I just sent to you.
Uh-huh.
I feel like there's probably like different context behind it because there's a lot of cuts in this
Yeah, there
minute and a
is a
half.
lot of edits.
So I know like Carmela or Leah, whatever she wants to go by. Well, we'll call it Carmela because we know her by Carmela.
Mhm.
That she even commented on this saying like, "Oh well, this isn't. I'm not trying to paint this in a negative view. Like y'all didn't watch the whole interview. Like you're only going based off like what's being shown in this clip." And it's like I do understand that compared to Sonya Deville's video, where it's like she's actually like giving context of like no cuts, like just like a snippet of that episode to where talking about the topic at hand. Where I feel like this is just like jumping back and forth,
Mhm.
and just to create like this weird narrative. Again, relates back to fans. Fans are fucking weird. But no, it's people are definitely gonna have different stories about Vince McMahon. Like Sonya Deville, like he was willing to take care of me in my time of need, like paid for renting a house and then armed security, all this other stuff. Where it's like with Carmella, she just got ghosted, and it's like, yeah, it's two different uh, two different narratives, but I feel like it's like two different things. Where it's like one's about safety, the other one's about like your personal health. Like, I know Carmella, she was dealing with drop foot. Do you know what drop foot is?
It sounds familiar. Like I've heard of it.
So when I looked it up, it's like pretty much like you can raise up your foot like this, but with drop foot, you can like you pick it up like this. Like you're not able to lift up like the top
Oh.
portion of your foot. So she's walking like this, like which is kind of weird. Instead of like picking up your foot, like if you're gonna stomp and walk around.
Mm-hmm.
So she was dealing with that for like some time, and I know she was out because of that injury, and or oh my god, I can't think of the word, but she had that symptom, you know, and I think
Mm-hmm.
she still has it. She's dealing with it, and it's like she did have the baby, and that does take a toll like on the women's body. Of course, to be there like with your baby, make sure it's properly nurtured. But I don't know. I feel like there's just more stuff that has to deal with Carmella's situation.
Yeah, there's apples and oranges. It's the same thing. They both got released, but there's different scenarios to both of them.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think it probably is favoritism, like depending on
That
like
too. I mean, Sonya Deville was a little bit of a better talent than Carmella. I feel like as far as
Mhm.
at least being able to do something with her, and
Yeah.
then you had the
Go ahead.
LBGTQ hire, with Sonya Deville.
Oh, true. But it's like I just like Sonya Deville as a talent. I like both women as a talent. Like I do both believe that they're good performers. But I know Carmella has had like higher accolades compared to Sonya Deville. 'Cause I don't think Sonya Deville has had any championships in WWE to where Carmella, she's had multiple women's championships. I think like one or two, and then she was the first women's Money in the Bank winner.
Mm.
Yeah, to have those accolades and like to be pushed to that stance,
Mm-hmm.
But it's different strokes for different folks. Like it's stuff that we still don't know about. Like it's just weird. Like this is just cut. This video is cut to create like this weird narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't even know where to watch this episode.
I don't know. Via kill our network via Instagram.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't know.
So it's probably just an Instagram reel instead.
Yeah.
But I mean, I hope nothing for the best for both of them. It just sucks that like both of these situations suck. Where it's like Sonya Deville has to deal with like a stalker, and her public safety, and then Carmella has to deal with like just losing her job because she had the responsibilities of taking care of her child.
Women, I swear, the problems they have to deal with.
Oh man, they just eat hot chip.
That would solve a lot of things. Moving on here, the DLC of WWE 2K25 has been revealed. Notable names. Let's check out this thing. So, the 5 character packs will be released throughout the year. Here's May 2025, a new wave pack. It's got Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Julia, Stephanie Varquez, and a special celebrity guest to be announced.
Travis Scott.
It has to be Travis Scott, right?
Gobbledygooker.
Dunk and Destruction Pack, June 2025. Abyss, Great Khali, 3 NBA stars to be announced. I assume Travis Scott. Nah, I assume Dennis Rodman.
Travis Scott, Gobbledygooker, and Dennis Rodman.
The Fearless Pack, July 2025. New Jack, Jordan Grace, Penta, Bull Nakano, and a special celebrity guest to be announced.
Dennis Rodman.
Attitude Era. It has to be Dennis Travis Scott.
It
Michael
has
Scott.
to be Gobbly Scott.
Attitude Era Superstars Pack, September 25th. September 2025. D'Lo Brown, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, Victoria, Mark Henry. And tonight's main event. Saturday night's main event pack. November 2025. Jesse Ventura, Mr. Wonderful, Tito Santana, Junkyard Dog, Sid Justice.
Sid Justice? Who's Sid Justice? Sid Vicious?
I don't know why they call him Sid Justice, I think, in WWE, even though I thought he was Sid Vicious everywhere.
Yeah, Sid Vicious. Psycho Sid. I don't am I thinking of someone different? Let me look it up.
I'm pretty sure it's the same dude.
What do you think about this DLC pack?
It's pretty cool. I mean, I saw memes that were like when you buy your kid the Fearless pack for WWE and you look up who New Jack is.
You see the what New Jack's finisher is gonna be in WWE 2K, and is them just fucking stabbing somebody?
Yeah, just shaking the shit out of him.
Yes, yeah. So it was Sid Vicious.
That's
maybe
weird,
it's just
right?
a different name that he went by.
Yeah, I think he might have gone by Sid Justice in WWE and Sid Vicious in WCW, which is weird.
Is this the first time in a WWE 2K game that they're going to have someone from TNA in a DLC pack in referring to Abyss?
That's interesting. I didn't even realize Abyss was TNA.
Oh yeah, man. Have you ever seen Abyss's stuff in TNA? He was fucking badass. I love Abyss.
I've only seen like when what's his name? Fucking Kurt Angle like jumped off of a fucking stage and landed on him or something.
Dude, nah, Abyss is fucking bad. I always liked Abyss. The way he sold, he was always like shaking his arms, like, oh fuck, like this really fucking hurts. What was I gonna say? He has a fucking cool ass taunt. He like squats and then he just like
what's his special? Is it like the Big Boss Slam or something?
Yeah, the Black Hole Slam. Dude, you've seen clips of it, right? Have you seen clips of it?
I'm pretty sure. I'm reminded of it when I think about it.
Dude, nah, he does a really good man. I stand Abyss. We stand Abyss in this household. But
no, it seems like a pretty good pack to especially Stephanie Varquez, Julia. That's pretty cool.
I think as of recording, the game's out already. So I think after recording, I'm gonna go buy this game and start downloading it.
Hell yeah! I saw a dude. I think it was some guy who said he was gonna start creating content for WWE. Like he was a streamer, right? And he's like, all I'm gonna do is concentrate on creating content in WWE 2K25. Like that's what he's dedicating his channel to. And he said he spent like, I don't know, like $2,000 buying, or $2,500 because he wanted to buy the PC. He bought a PC. He bought the PC version. He bought Patreons to get to people's mods because you know how people make mods and stuff and characters. So he bought all that. And yeah, he spent like $2,500 just buying a computer and buying all the down DLCs, the game, the mods, the people creating the mods. And I was just like, dang, like
That is fucking wild.
this is such a weird thing to like post. Like I've spent over $2,500 to dedicate my channel to creating content on WWE 2K25. It's cool, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know why you'd post about that and then show every single mod you have, and it just shows like all these characters, that he has now on his game.
The WWE 2K games, I legit never have a bad time with it. If I'm playing with friends, we'll play online, and dude, every time we play a match, it breaks me because I'm laughing so much. It's legit one of the funnest games I'll play. Like I can never have a bad time with it. Like I have 2K24 because I think I mentioned it before. It was one of the free games of the month, like a few months ago, and it's just fun. It is so much fucking fun. And they added so much stuff to it that compared to like older 2K games that they really like upgraded on, and it's just like a different experience. It's so fucking funny, man. I really don't know how to explain it until like you try it yourself. It's still glitchy here and there, but I think that's like the aesthetic of the game too.
Yeah, it's the charm that it adds to it.
Yeah, so once this podcast's over, I'm gonna go buy the game, start downloading it. Hopefully, I get to try it tonight. I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom, so it's like I don't know what's gonna be put on hold until I beat one or the other.
I just don't know how AEW messed their game up so bad with having like other games to reference.
It's so bad, man. Ugh. I remember that game was free and I deleted it because it was such a waste of space.
I don't know how they could fucking do that. I swear.
I don't know, man.
Let's see. Oh, this is a hot topic right now. AEW has announced a partnership with Amazon Prime Video to broadcast their pay-per-view. All AEW pay-per-views starting with this weekend's Revolution will be available to purchase on the service. And this was confusing a lot of people because they thought that if you had Prime, it was going to be free, or whatever. That was like what people were expecting. Like, oh, you have to have Prime. Is it going to be free? And the thing is, no. It's like a pay-per-view. Like whenever you rent a movie, you could buy the pay-per-view or rent the pay-per-view on there and watch it like a regular film.
I'm listening to you. I just when you were going on like your speech right there, I have Amazon Prime on my phone. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. Click to see how much Revolution is. What do you think the price is for the pay-per-view?
I already know how much it is because I looked it up.
Shit. Okay.
Because I was like,
tell our viewers at home and listening on Spotify.
American, I believe it's $49.99. Is it?
It is $49.99 for the pay-per-view. Man, and it starts 8 p.m. Eastern time, so that's 7 o'clock here. Man, dude, but $50 for a pay-per-view? What is this? 2005? Like,
I know. I was like, because I saw a picture of some like reference to it, but the price said $19.99. But I think that was a different currency, and I was like, if it's $20, I'll buy it. And then I saw like people, oh, it's 50 American, and I'm like, man, like I thought
too much.
I knew they weren't gonna give them out for free on AEW. I mean on Max. I was hoping they would, but I knew they wouldn't do it for free on Max.
That's like if they were just showing on Max, it's like if it's $20, I could gladly spend $20. But damn, man, that's like 4 Keniac combos that I could spend. And I feel like I enjoy those more than an AEW pay-per-view.
Think about it.
It's gonna be good.
You could either buy the pay-per-view or buy WWE 2K25. You know what I mean? Pretty much.
You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna buy 2 copies of 2K25. Just because.
That's pretty much your decision. Like, are you gonna buy the pay-per-view? Nah, buy fucking 2K25 instead. Like, you can pay that much.
like I don't want to like talk bad about. I mean, it's such a running gag like for us to talk bad about AEW now. It's like I'm glad like they have like the streaming service to show their pay per views. It's like, oh cool, Prime Video. I have Prime. I could go watch a pay per view. I just don't like how their regular show is on Max, a subscription service that I already pay for, and then their pay per views on another subscription service, Prime, which I gotta pay for. On addition to that, I gotta pay for the pay per view itself. So like what Amazon Prime is how much a month? Like 17, 18 a month?
Nah. It's like
12?
it comes out to like 12 or 13 a month. I think whenever you do the $150 for a year subscription.
Okay. So, excuse me. So that's why I'm just like, man, dude, I got to spend more money to watch this pay per view. And that's been like an ongoing thing. Like, I just wish it was all on one service and then to be like at a cheaper price. Because I feel like Max should be offering them like millions and millions of dollars to be showing on their platform, you know?
You would think so.
I don't know. Maybe things will get changed in the future. I mean, it's good because maybe this is just more revenue for them, which is what they definitely need.
Yeah, for sure.
It supports the talent, and that's overall like how we discuss. That's what we want best is for them to be making like a decent living, like unaffordable income. But it just sucks like the outlets that I have to go through to watch a pay per view. Like it's just ridiculous. It's ludicrous.
I mean, they still have the other ways, but it's I don't know. It's just another option, and I get it, but I was hoping there'd be some sort of discount to it. Even bringing it down to like $39.99 would have been cool, but I get it. I don't know. It's just it's us just shitting on AEW again whenever it's just like, nah, this isn't so bad, but it kind of is.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. I totally understand, man. But Revolution's tonight as of recording this, so hopefully it is a good show.
Yeah. We'll look at the card right after this little bit of news here. Let's see.
Right after from this ad read. No, I'm just kidding.
Right
we don't have an ad
after,
read.
right after Queen of the Ring in theaters.
Do you deal with Ozempic?
do you feel you're slowing down, fatigued?
Do you feel like you're slowing down? Do you feel like you're fatigued, drained out, not feeling life? That sucks. And then it just goes on to the fucking show.
Sucks to be you. What the
Oh
hell?
no, something went wrong.
Dude, why is my shit loading? Hold on.
Uh-oh. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Man, that's just this episode happening today, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, trouble with the internet right now, but I guess we could just like talking about wrestling.
Okay, the other news we're here talking about, Ray Phoenix. I'm sorry, I always say Phoenix. Ray Phoenix is reportedly expected to sign with WWE soon as he is set to undergo WWE medical testing. Merchandise for the former AEW star has already been brainstormed, and barring unforeseen circumstances, he will be joining WWE via Fightful Select. What do you think about this news that is breaking? I think they even said they took him off of the AEW roster, so it's more official.
It's a long time coming, and it just sucked that it got pushed like this far back because I think as a tag team together, they're fantastic. And I just feel so bad for Phoenix, like this whole situation. I'm glad for Penta. Don't get me wrong. Like, you know, he's seeing a bunch of success. I'm pretty sure he's like swimming in like gold bricks right now.
Swimming in pesos or whatever.
Dude, fucking just like a mini fresh stack with Mexican Coke. Dude, that's a dream right there, man. That's fucking badass.
The glass bottles. That's how you know he made it.
But I mean, I'm glad Phoenix is finally going to be part of the roster. Hopefully, it works best for the both. I mean, so far Penta could do no wrong. People are fucking behind him.
I just wonder, what do they bring him in as a tag team, or they leave them separate? Like what? Because Penta's doing great, you know.
Maybe, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Chad Gable.
Gable?
Yes, exactly.
I'm in. That's all you had to
No,
say.
no. Take all
That's
my
it.
gold bars.
That's it. You got me there. You don't need to say anymore.
No, it's gonna be something with Chad Gable. Chad Gable's gonna get somebody to take down Penta, and they're gonna make his life a living hell. And then Penta's gonna say, "Oh, I got someone to help me," and then Phoenix is gonna get brought in, and then that's gonna reestablish their tag team. Dude, yes. In these veins,
I
bro.
know. It's like Chad Gable. I'm in. Whatever you got to do, I'm in for it. I'm
How
here.
much? $49.99. I'll take it.
I'll pay for Chad Gable. His bus ride to Mexico. Pick up whoever.
He takes a Greyhound.
Yeah. He's just in his trunk still.
I think his singlet, like with a suitcase, with a beat up box that doesn't look suspicious at all.
With like a stick with a handkerchief on the end, like a hobo or something.
He's just like walking with his thumbs out like that, hitchhiking.
No, that works. I think they can make it work. I don't know. It'd be a crazy tag team, but Penta's doing great single shit, so I hope they keep him singles as much as they can, because he's doing fucking badass.
I wonder what merch they have for Phoenix. Do you think it's more mask, or do you think it's I mean, it has to be mask, right?
At least shirts with his mask on there. Yeah, it's got to be mask fucking something centered around the mask.
I think so too. But I mean, man, I'll buy both. I'm still waiting to buy a Penta mask, man. Hopefully it fits me.
Well, you could buy either the AEW pay-per-view or a Penta mask.
Or, hear me out, you can spend less than $25 on buying the That's All Kayfabe Wolfpack t-shirt.
Oh, man. Where's that at? Let me see.
Let's see. I know. I'm actually washing clothes right now as we speak. It's in the washer. But yes, we have our merch on www.stickmule.com/that'sallfunny. And what can we buy on this website, Lorenzo?
Yeah, we can buy shirts. We got the That's All Kayfabe Wolfpack color variant, 3D Lorenzo and Hogan's Alley, the That's All Kayfabe black and white logo, and the I Dream of Mint black and white t-shirt on green.
So this is our shitty ad read. I apologize. I know this is not the blue, but yeah, please go support the channel. Like it greatly helps us out and everything.
And if you're listening to this on you're hearing the ice cream truck. If you're listening on YouTube or something or watching, you could also watch this on any podcast or listen on any podcast platform. It's available anywhere podcasts are available.
Yes, sir. Sounds good to me. I'll definitely do that after this episode airs on Mondays.
Mondays at 5 p.m. on YouTube.
Yes,
and
sir.
Anywhere
Yes, sir.
Podcasts are available.
We're professional.
Yeah. Queen of the Ring. No. I think this is cool. I just hope they keep Penta and his rocket ship going as far as his push.
I hope so too, man. I'm excited for Phoenix to finally be part of the team. Like if I'm part of the team, what the fuck?
We are part of the team. What are you talking about?
It's still real to me, damn it.
Lastly here, Revolution. We have Revolution airing tonight as we're recording this. We have some of the card here. We could look at it from the bottom up. Oop, that just makes the picture a little bit bigger. We could look at it from the bottom up and then go up. What you don't see on here is the pre-show matches, and I believe, like I talked about earlier, one of them is Big Boom, AJ, Orange Cassidy, and Mark Briscoe against Eminem and Johnny TV, and I believe the other one is Daniel Garcia and what are they called with Adam Cole and Roderick Strong?
Oh, Undisputed Kingdom.
Yeah, Undisputed Kingdom and Daniel Garcia versus
I have it right here if you want me to read it.
Yeah, something promotions.
Yeah. Shane Taylor Promotions. Yeah, so Daniel Garcia and the Undisputed Kingdom, which features Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly, versus Shane Taylor Promotions, which is Shane Taylor, Carly Bravo, Lee Moriarty, and Captain Sean Dean in an 8-man tag team match. And then you also have a tag match with Lee Johnson and Blake Christian versus Commander and Hologram. Commander and Hologram, they're both fucking badass too.
They're pretty cool. Yeah, I saw a match yesterday with Hologram. That was pretty cool.
Wow, you want to hear something fucking crazy? Hear this out.
Hmm.
Chris Jericho with Big Bill and Brian Keith versus Gravity in the pre-show. For
The
a singles
pre-show?
Yes, exactly. A singles match for the Ring of Honor World Championship.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And then the true main event in my heart, like we just discussed, Big Boob AJ and the conglomeration, I can't say that word at all, which is Orange Cassidy and Mark Briscoe with Big Justice versus Johnny TB and Eminem Collection, which is Mansoor and Mason Madden.
Hell yeah. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be the one I'm looking forward to. Yeah,
I know, me too.
The true show.
Me
To see who gets the boom and who gets the doom.
Dude, so, I'm sorry about your brother passed away. They get 5 big boobs. Boom!
Boom, all sad.
I know, man. But
we
let's
have
continue
here,
on.
Yeah, we have here on the card. We'll start from the bottom, go up. The AEW World Tag Team Championship, the Hurt Syndicate were the champions versus the Outrunners.
Hell yeah, that's gonna sound like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, the Outrunners are all right, but I like the Hurt Syndicate. They're badass.
Hell yeah, you can't get me to boo Bobby Lashley at all, or Shelton Benjamin.
No, they're great. They do get a lot. They don't even get heat. They just get a bunch of fucking. We hurt people. We hurt people. They're from the crowd.
Crab people. Walk like crab, talk like people. I'm sorry, I gotta stop.
Next year, Ricochet versus Swerve Strickland.
Man, it's a #1 contenders match for the AEW World Championship.
I didn't know that. I should have known that, but the poster didn't say that. No,
it's right there in very small lettering, like right above Swerve.
Like, it's written on Ricochet's chest. And then we have an AEW International Championship, Konosuke Takeshita versus Kenny Omega.
Ooh, that's going to be fucking good. That's going to be a great match.
Next year, we have, this is for the TBS Championship. I don't know why it doesn't say it, but Mercedes Moné. Oh, does it? Oh, yeah, right there. Yeah. Wow. Oh, it does say it. Wow, I didn't even see it. I thought you were joking.
No.
I thought you were. I didn't even see that shit.
No. It's there.
It's in small little handwriting. I'm like, you're joking, right? Oh no, it is right there.
You're just like, Gabe, quit fucking around, Gabe.
It's because these ones are like right on top. I don't know, whatever. I'm retarded.
No,
I'm retarded.
I'm retarded.
TBS Championship match: Mercedes Moné versus Momo Watanabe.
Spoilers.
Dude, if Mercedes loses, I'd be happy to see like a change, you know.
Me too, man. I might watch it specifically for that match to see if she loses or not.
Next year with no extra writing anywhere. MJF versus Hangman Adam Page. That's
gonna be a good fucking match.
The promos coming up for it have been pretty cool.
Yeah, they really have.
AEW Continental Championship, Kazuchika Okada versus Brody King. That's gonna be pretty good.
That's gonna be good. I love Brody King, dude. He has me barking all around the house and everything.
Brody King's cool and Okada's pretty fucking cool too.
Oh yeah, you can't get me to hate Okada at all, dude. He's like,
nah,
oh no, I pressed the wrong button. I'm so sorry. Bitch.
The Hollywood ending AEW Women's World Championship, Toni Storm versus Mariah May.
Okay. I
hope it actually ends.
Is this Toni Storm is the women's champion? Okay, never mind. I'm dumb. I forgot that happened.
Yeah, that happened at Australia.
Grand Slam. It happened at Grand Slam. Yes, I remember that.
Steel cage match: Kyle Fletcher versus Will Ospreay.
Man, that's gonna be a good one too. All these matches are gonna be good. What the fuck?
And lastly, the AEW World Championship: John Moxley versus Rated R Superstar Cope.
Who do you think's gonna win that one? Like this, it sucks saying it because I feel like this is the match I care least about.
Yeah, this is not very good championship ending, but I mean I hope Cope wins, I guess, because John Moxley's been holding the belt hostage, but I don't know. It's one of those, like, it doesn't really matter to me. I think other matches matter more to me, like the Brody King and Okada, and maybe the Mercedes. Not watching the match, but I want to see who wins the Mercedes Moné and the Momo Watanabe.
You want to hear my hot take for the main event?
What's that?
I think Cope is going to win, but that Christian Cage is going to do something with his contract and cash in. I think he's going to be the new champion.
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't work for AEW. I slander them.
No, we do that. We're a house that slanders AEW. I forgot he had that, like, contract or whatever. That'd be fun though.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I might watch this tonight.
I wonder who's gonna win the Swerve and Ricochet, because I mean Swerve. I feel like Swerve should still be the champion. Like, Swerve is just that good. I don't know why. I want him to win the Ricochet match so he could be the number one contender. But then I feel like he's always the underdog. Like, he always loses, or I don't know. I don't know if I could see. I don't know.
Yeah, but exciting card.
Yep. Too bad. Too bad we're not gonna watch it.
Yeah, weird.
We're gonna enjoy $50. I could buy 50 tacos for $50.
Not in this economy.
No, not in this Trump economy. That son of a gun.
Oh, Trump, Biden.
But we're getting into cool spots, botches, etc. I don't know.
Let's do it.
Let's see here. Breaking genuine Lex Luger. Oh wait. Lex Luger will be inducted into the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The Hall of Fame, class of 2025. Let's take a listen.
3, 2, 1.
Little surprise visit.
Surprise visit.
Hey. Hey.
Look who's here.
How are you? You doing all right?
I'm doing great.
Is he putting you through it down here?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
On behalf of WWE, we would like you to be part of the 2025 class of the WWE Hall of Fame.
Wow. You got to stand up, give bug for that, brother. Oh, yeah. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Brother.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
He killed Miss Elizabeth. That's not even my hot take. He did.
Oh man,
it's true.
Oh my god, I'm crying. Oh man, I'm crying because I'm laughing, not because he killed Miss Elizabeth. Just to be clear.
Although that would be an equal offense to cry to if he killed Miss Elizabeth. It would be sad.
Congratulations to WWE future Hall of Famer, class of 2025, Lex Luger, who also killed Miss Elizabeth.
Who's also a Hall of Fame murderer. And
oh shit! I love that. That's just the first thing you said. He killed Miss Elizabeth.
He killed Miss Elizabeth.
No man, I just like how he was talking about was I responsible for her going down that path? Absolutely, but I didn't kill her. It's like, oh no, I think you were a leading factor.
You kind of did. If you weren't in her life, she'd still be alive. So,
but dilly.
But that's that. I mean, that's cool. Lex Luger's cool. Beside the whole murder thing, he was one of my favorite characters to play as on the old WCW versus NWO games, giving people the torture rack and shit.
That's actually a really cool move. I like the
Yeah.
torture rack. I like how goofy it is, but it just looks badass.
It's cool when he did it like to the Giant, and he could only do it to him for like 1 second, and the Giant would like tap out real quick.
Yeah, just real quick. Put me down. Put me down.
It feels weird. I'm a big guy. I'm not used to being lifted up.
I'm a fart. I'm a fart. I'm a fart. Oh fuck.
Next year on the I guess this is news, but this is something I wanted to tell you about. Mickey James is pulled from WWE LFG, and
wow.
Well, that's I mean the article's kind of like misleading, but it's not. So for the second season, because they're renewing it for season 2, she's not going to be on season 2.
Oh.
But guess, I want you to take one guess as to who's replacing her.
I was gonna say, do I know them? I have to know them, right? They're wrestling.
You have to know them. Yeah. Look who's on here, and tell me who you think.
Okay. I would say, it's either it's Michelle McCool, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, yes. I figured.
We don't know why. It didn't give any reasons why Michelle McCool's replacing Mickey James, but we could all take a guess at the goose and the gander and wonder why. I don't even know if that's a saying, but why that might be happening. And wrestling politics.
I don't know, man. All I know is that eggs are expensive.
That's true.
That's
I think
true.
in Alaska they're like almost $1 an egg.
That's fucking nasty.
Yeah.
Hey, same thing here in Texas. Ayo.
Ayo. I'll still buy them though. Ayo.
Oh shit. Ayo.
Let me see here. What does this say? Here's Dave Meltzer when AEW has a match. Here's Dave Meltzer when WWE shocks the world.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I thought this was just pictures of John Cena for like a quick second. Oh my god. That's nasty. This is AI generated. Oh my god.
So
that's a nice edit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's kind of nice.
Dude, AI is getting fucking scary.
I don't know, dude. They're letting Michelle McCool be with her husband. God forbid. Ugh.
God. Politics. Here's let's see here. Here's a Natalie Markova, who's I guess like the champion for NWA, is doing a shotgun dropkick off of the top cage. Let's take a look.
Now look, wait a minute. That's nuts. That is something's going on. Give every opportunity. You can win the match. Something's going on in that brain. You're right. The wheels are turning. Oh, Markova, this is such a dangerous position. Up top. No! Some drop kick off the top of the cage. Incredible moment for Markova.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good. That was super scary. I hope she's okay.
Dude, that was a high ass bump to take.
Turning, Markova, this is such a dangerous position. Up top. No! Some drop kick off the top of the cage.
God, dude. I thought she was going to land on her opponent's legs for a second. Did you see that?
Yeah. Just where the angle where she was at.
God, dude. That's fucking scary, but that was kind of fucking badass.
That was pretty badass.
Hell yeah, dude.
The girl that she's beating, I actually interviewed.
Oh, you interviewed her?
The one that she beat, that she's pinning?
Tiffany Neves? Neves? Is that how you say her last name?
Dude, I had so much trouble saying her last name. She gave me shit for it. It's Tiffany. No, she didn't. She did it in like a funny way, but it was Tiffany Nieves.
Nieves. That sounds better. Man, but that's at least she was a good sport about it. That's cool.
Yeah. Because I couldn't. I was like, I feel bad because a lot of people have trouble pronouncing my own last name too. I don't ever give people shit though because I can barely say my own last name.
Yeah, same thing with me too. I'm like how do you say it? Sains? I'm like, yeah, sure.
But good enough for me.
Yeah, I'll take what I can get.
Speaking of NWA, WWE is working with NWA. Natalia will be in action for NWA at the Crockett Cup.
Oh wow!
So there's the forbidden door.
It's cool that they're letting their wrestlers like go off and like do other stuff like with other promotions. I think that's pretty sick. That's fucking
Yeah.
cool.
No, I need to like start watching NWA also because I know they do good stuff too, and a lot of good stars have come from NWA. Look at fucking. You think like Nick Aldis? It's like, why doesn't he wrestle? He was a wrestler in NWA, right? And he's just an authority figure.
You know who else wrestled as a champion in NWA? Adam Pearce. I don't know. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
He was a wrestler in NWA, and they show clips from some of his matches. He was actually pretty good, like surprisingly good. I know, like I forgot what it was when Roman Reigns was like in his like reign of terror, like in 2020 up on forward. One of the Usos super kicked Adam Pearce, and he sold it really fucking good. And so I was like, man, like that was good on Adam Pearce. Like, holy shit. And then I started seeing the post on Twitter. Well, actually, if those who didn't know, like Adam Pearce used to wrestle for NWA. I don't know if he wrestled for Ring of Honor like at the time, but they're like, oh yeah, he wrestled for a bunch of companies. That's just him in a singlet outfit, you know? I don't know, or not a singlet, it was just like the tights. I was like, man, that's crazy. And then you see Nick Aldis. I was like, man, dude, that guy's a brick house. Like,
yeah. Whenever, I mean, he's a badass authority figure. Don't get me wrong, but it's like he can wrestle. You know that, right? Like, why the fuck?
That I know. Like in the end, maybe that's just like what he wants to do. Because like the same thing with like Bobby Roode. It's like, oh, like why doesn't Bobby Roode wrestle? Like I love Bobby Roode, but supposedly he fucking loves being a producer. Like that's what he always wanted to do. I'm like, oh, like that's cool. Like good for him. I forget. Me and Giselle, we were watching wrestling like highlights, whatever. Because Nick Aldis, he's the manager for SmackDown, correct?
Yeah.
We were watching some clips of SmackDown, and she's like, "Man, look at that suit! Like, it's giving him like shoulder pads, you know, because he's like very like stern and everything." I'm like, "No, baby, that's just how he is." And then she's like, "For real?" And I show her a picture, like, "Fuck, like he's a brick house. Like he has like those like shoulder pad shoulders, man. Like they stick out. It's crazy. Like maybe like he just likes being a fucking authority figure.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they were like, we're gonna bring you in to do this. Okay, hell yeah. I just glad to be here.
Is it also NWA that Karrion Kross is also going to be a part of, like in the Cup?
I have no idea.
Because I know he's just recently announced for something else. Let me double check. And then people were like, "Oh, like that's good for Karrion Kross. Like Karrion Kross is like really good. I like him. Like he just seems like a very like swell fellow."
The interviews I've seen of him, he's pretty funny. He's pretty good.
Karrion Kross. Oh, with a K. Cross. Okay.
Was he the one with Scarlett?
Yes.
Yeah. Man, she's hot.
Oh, dude, she's so fine. It's ridiculous. Let me see. But no, I don't think I'm gonna find it because it's like a while ago that they announced something.
Let me see here. Oh, there was a deleted tweet. I don't know if you saw it. If you saw this deleted tweet, here's Becky Becky Lynch catching up on Raw. I don't think I'm the one who needs to come get my man when they said something about Seth Rollins, and she's alluding to CM Punk and Roxanne Perez being a little bit more than just friends.
I don't know, dude.
He deleted this tweet though, but yeah, it was pretty risque.
I think they said like he's more like a mentor. I mean, you seen the pictures, like more like mentors to like. I don't know, man. I'm not assuming, but do you think this is just poor taste on Becky Lynch's end?
It's just funny because it's her trying to like talk crap, like get into the mix, and then they were just like, "You went too far, delete it." Like
okay.
Someone, yeah. And it's just like, man, I tried to talk dirt. It's just like it's like someone, oh, we just like to, mess with each other, and then someone is going too far. It just cracked me up.
Probably. It's like if I start roasting like friends, like actually like roasting, and then they allude to the fact that I'm fat. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I think that's fucked up, man. I know.
Yeah, in fact, your parents are divorced, and it's just like that hurt, man. You can't do it like that.
Your back hurts at 30. You're balding. I'm like, okay, guys, stop. That's why I wear the hat.
Oh, poor Becky Lynch. Poor,
oh man, poor me. I'm just kidding.
I'll pour you a drink. No. Here, just drew Samoa Joe. I thought that was a pretty good drawing.
I like the fucking fingers.
It does look like Samoa Joe.
It's Samoa Joe.
If the title didn't tell me he drew Samoa Joe, I would think that looked like Samoa Joe.
I would say Samoa Joe right away, like without context. Yep, that is Samoa Joe.
What else we got here? Oh, here's Fortnite. There's Fortnite characters.
Oh, that's cursed, man.
What else we got here? Oh, here's murder documentaries be like he was a good man until he wasn't.
See, now I just can't get Dave Meltzer off of his fucking face.
I know,
dude.
right? It fits so perfectly in there. Ugh.
I hate that. I literally hate that.
It's nasty. Oh, here, Dad, why are you crying so damn loud? And it's just Cody Rhodes getting beat up and seeing his heel turn.
Oh man.
Another photo here. Oh, here's a Squid Games one.
I still haven't seen Squid Game season 2.
I saw the first episode. It was all right.
That's all right.
Yeah, I just watched the first episode because me and my niece wanted to check it out, so I just saw it and I was like, "Oh, it was all right."
Okay. I can't wait to see John Cena in Squid Games.
Speaking of Squid Games, here's a mashup here.
Yeah! Yeah!
Oh my god.
Kevin Owens.
So stupid.
Somebody separate these two! Talk about hatred between Seth Rollins and Ray.
It's so stupid, man. I'm not gonna lie, I never seen that video before, but that LA Knight jump scare kind of freaked me out.
Those fucking those Japanese, they have a different sense of humor.
They're Korean, I think.
Oh, okay, there we go. I gotta learn Korean.
I gotta learn Oriental.
I gotta learn Korean. It tastes good.
Oh,
But that's another episode of That's All Kayfabe, guys. I want to thank everyone for watching, listening. Available anywhere podcasts are available. Just search That's All Kayfabe, anywhere. And on YouTube, with live show, youtube.com/@Lorenzo Ariola at 5 p.m. Central on Mondays. I want to thank Gabe for being here. What do you want to say to people, Gabe?
You take the words right out of my mouth, man. Thank y'all for liking, commenting, subscribing on YouTube, and leaving us that 5-star rating on Spotify. All of that helps out the channel.
Hell yeah. Well, we'll see you all next time. Everyone take care. Stay safe. See you later. Bye.